Hi Renee. The first kind of 20 minutes or so, it looked like maybe Arsenal were having some issues with the way London City Lionesses pressed. And I wondered whether, did you make a tweak there, or was it about the momentum, or did the players problem solve? Because after the first 20 minutes, it kind of stopped being an issue, clearly.
So they did what we expected. I think we just lacked a little bit of connection on the pitch. And that's what we accept as well, because it's the first game back, the first competitive game back. So, but I think what I'm really happy with is how we connected quickly and found the rhythm in the game and found solutions as well. And that finding the solutions, it wasn't much because we had planned certain things. It was just adjusting a couple of details. And again, I'm really happy with how we did that and how the players on the pitch did that, because I think what can easily happen is you get a goal against you and you start to do different things and you start to get emotional, but we didn't do that. So we found solutions, and in the end we win.
And can I ask as well, you started Reid at centre-back, which initially a lot of eyebrows raised, but what does that say, first of all, about your faith in her? But also I wonder how much her selection was connected to maybe some of the aerial threat that LCL have in their forward line.
So to start with, we believe in Reid. We are very proud to have her, and she's been really impressive at Arsenal. So from what we've seen, we kept her in now this season. She was on a loan last season, came back second half of season, and she's really impressed us during pre-season. She has a lot of qualities that we want in a centre-back, but we accept that she's young and she needs to build experience. So, but I think also credit to Katie and the rest of the team that after that penalty, she just kept on playing and came back. So that shows strength, I think. But like I said, we have such high quality players on all positions, and that's what we wanted. That's how we wanted to build a squad.
Emma.
Hi Renee. A lot of people thought London City could be quite disruptive. It felt like in the first 20 minutes they were. Did you feel that?
Yeah, definitely. The way they play, the way they set up, it's really hard to play against. So it's a fine line between solving that and the pitch being wide open, or losing the ball and they can build their attack. So I think we had to get used to it. Like I just said, we had to get into the rhythm. We had to find our connections and the solutions. And when we did that, I think we did it really well, and the pitch opened up in a very good way, and we found good balance between trying to be clinical of those fast moments, whether it was counter-attacks or fast attacks, and then also staying on the ball for longer to settle into the game. And I think, especially second half, we made really good decisions. But I think London City Lionesses, they're building their connections. They have a lot of new players. There was a couple of players not in the squad today. So they're really good competitors. So I think they'll cause some problems in the league.
Yeah, and just obviously Olivia Smith, you know, we know her qualities, we know why you signed her, but to score that goal on her debut was pretty special, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's very special. It was a fantastic individual action. And a lot of players have really good individual actions on the pitch today, which you maybe don't remember as much because it's not leading to a goal. But there's so many good things that the players are doing, problem solving and positioning, doing things proactively. But of course, people come to the stands to watch goals and watch good goals, but hopefully everyone appreciates all the other things that part of football as well, so the defending and all the throw-ins and free kicks and all the other bits as well. But of course we're very, very happy to have Olivia with us, and I'm also happy that she got this start of her official Arsenal season.
Was she really happy afterwards? Have you sort of seen her in the dressing room?
I haven't seen her yet, so I haven't spoken to her yet individually, but I'm sure she is.
Thank you.
Art.
Hi Renee, just on Olivia's goal again, I think when it comes to problem solving, I feel like that was the first time her and Chloe switched wings during the game as well. Was that a decision that would have come from you, or would it have been them on the pitch?
I don't remember exactly what, but it could have been after a set piece that they ended up on and swapped sides. So it wasn't a decision in that moment, but they have the freedom to do that in the game. But no, it was a fantastic goal, fantastic action.
Okay.
Hi Renee, I know you're not playing at the Emirates is nothing new for you guys now, but it felt like quite a big occasion today, especially pre-match with the trophy coming out with the little ceremony for Leovaldi. How did it feel being back here and the whole occasion as the first of 11 in the WSL this season?
Yeah, I don't get nervous so often, but this one I felt because it's also the first one since a long time. It's an opposition that we don't know about. There's this referring back to the Champions League trophy. There's debuts in the team. There's young players starting. Leovaldi's goodbye at the stadium. So there was a lot of things today, which at the end of the day, this is all part of football, and that's what we love about it. But I must admit, I had some nerves in my system.
And can I also just ask quickly about an incident in the second half where Chloe Kelly kind of seemed to make a fairly rash challenge on Nikita Paris. Was she at all lucky to only get a yellow card there?
I haven't seen that challenge, so I have to watch it back. I haven't seen it, but in general, I think with the type of football that they play, there's a lot of 1v1 battles on the pitch. So you saw a couple of players going down. I think there's quite some scratches and bruises on the players, so they'll have to manage that and recover from that. But that's the way the game goes, and that's also something we want to step up in, being able to manage those moments as well and be physical. And I think in a fair way, yeah, always within the rules of the game.
A few more, Catherine?
Hi, Renee. You did an interview at half-time. Justin did one during the first half, Leah did one in the second half, I think. How did you kind of find your experience of doing that interview at half-time? And I just kind of wonder generally if you think maybe it's a little bit distracting from obviously the job that you're kind of here to do.
It was something they did in the Swedish league as well, so I've done it before. Of course, I want to have the focus on my team, and halftime is crucial for us. So it's not ideal from, if you say, a coaching perspective, but I also see the wider picture, and that we have to collaborate with broadcasters and every single piece that we can develop in the women's game and women's football, that's positive for us. So I think I kept it quite general, if I remember it right.
How was it received in the Swedish game? Did they keep it? Did they still do it now? Do you know, or was it just a quick sort of thing that was there?
Not sure what they're doing at the moment in the Swedish league.
Helen?
Yeah, it felt like there are a couple of turning points in the game today. Obviously, Olivia scoring that amazing worldie of a goal, but also when Frida and Stina came on, it felt like you sort of ratcheted it up in the second half, and then you got the two goals within about 90 seconds, maybe. I don't know. I was just writing down the other goal, and then the other one went in. So it seemed to come like fast and furious. And Jocelyn was just saying to us that he felt London City Lionesses in the second half barely existed. That was his actual words. We barely existed. He said you put your foot on the gas, basically.
Yeah, I think it was two things. I think if we find the right spaces and the right solutions, then I think the way they play, if you beat that first press that they put on you, then things open up, and I think we found that really well. And then it becomes physically tough for the opposition because spaces get big and they have to cover a lot of ground and a lot of meters. So I can imagine there was some fatigue for them. We are also still, it's early season, so we also had to manage a lot of things. We had to make good decisions with yellow cards and players' fitness today, and that's all taking into account. But the way the players start the game, so I think the players that started the game had to problem solve. They had to create a team connection and the rhythm on the pitch, and then how the players finish the game when things are more open and we have the solutions and we can execute. It was brilliant today.
Brilliant, thanks.
Last one from you, Amy?
Can I just check on Liv, because she did go down the tunnel when she came up, is she okay?
Olivia?
Yeah.
I think so. I haven't spoken to her yet. I think she got stepped on her hand or something, but she should be okay. But I'll hear from the medical team later on.
And I just wanted to follow on Katie Reid, because I think aside from penalty incident, she was solid at the back today, like, and won pretty much every duel that she seemed to go in for. Have you seen sort of from last season when she kind of spent a lot of time around the first team, kind of watching and learning? Have you seen the progression that has obviously led to you kind of putting her in for a big game like this?
Yeah, she's, I think, with young players that have a growth mindset, their development can go quick if they're open to learn and if they're humble and work really hard. And Katie is that type of personality. So I think she's learned a lot. And of course, she's had some great role models in the squad with Leah, Steph, Lotte. Laia Codina, so she's learned a lot, and but also she brings a lot herself with the qualities that she has. She's very composed under pressure. She's fast. She has physicality. So there's a lot of things that we like in centre backs that Katie Reid brings.
Awesome. We'll leave it there, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. See you again.